Happy Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day weekend. Getting back into the swing of things, getting ready for June and wrapping up May. We looked at the projections that we had in May and we blew them out of the water, which is always good. Hopefully you guys are looking at the projections and having goals for each month rather than at the end of the year. If you're looking at it at the end of the year, it's usually too late. I have a lot of meetings this week. I have clients flying in Friday for a full day workshop with me, as well as clients flying in on Monday. So I can't wait to meet with them and really help them and propel them in the right direction. And the best way to do that is working with someone that's been there and done that, or someone that will push you. You know, for a number of different years, I've always been kind of struggling with, getting in better shape. Finally, I've hired a personal trainer and he's been kicking my butt.
All right, that workout sucked. Man, we did like 5 rounds of crazy stuff.
I think business is a lot like working out. Like a lot of us join a gym and we go into the gym and there's just so much there. We don't know what machines we need to jump on. I mean, literally, what do we do in this machine? And we look at the picture on the machine and we're like, okay, we can do this. And we do that, and we don't know how many times. And so you need that guide in order to help you. And business is the same way. That's why all of you should be looking for mentors. And you gotta look for the mentors that have actually built something in the past that you actually want. You're not going to work out with a personal trainer that is overweight. Just doesn't make sense. But let's go ahead and get into... Walt asked, how do you know it's time to move out of your office and lease an office space?
Dad!
So,
can we play with my neck?
I need to do some work. All right, so when you're supposed to move out of the office...
Dad, I play basketball.
I'm working now, and you can't come up...
Dad, can we play with midnight?
3 weeks later, many months later.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new.
So looking back, when I moved out of our home office and got and leased an office, that was actually our longest term commitment, 3 to 5 years. And looking back, it was the right decision for us. Now, I will tell you, there are tons of agencies now that are crushing it with remote teams. And if I had to go back, I may do the remote route. And here's why. When you go and get and lease an office, you want everybody to come into the office all of the time because you just paid a lot of money every month and you want people to fully utilize it. Like you want to get your money's worth and you're going to limit your resources. So if you live in Timbuktu, maybe you could get one of a really good designer, but could you get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20? Probably not. When we did get an office, our work actually got better because we could collaborate with each other right then. And our culture built and our team connected a lot quicker because they were around each other. The one thing that I found is when we were building the culture and they were around each other, they were there for themselves as the team, not just what they were doing or the money that we were paying them. So we could hold on to our employees and our team a lot longer. So at the end of the day, it really comes down to what you want to build and the type of person you are. If you constantly get distracted with things at home, then you should look about getting and leasing an office. If you want to not be limited by the resources that you have, coming to the office, then you should look at a remote team. Or you could do kind of a hybrid. You could have a local office and remote workers as well. And then have kind of flex time for your team, for the people that travel a little longer. So we had a couple developers that had to drive an hour to work and an hour back. So we only required them to come into the office 1-2 days a week in order to make it easier for them and make them more productive. And they were the type of individuals that could actually work better at home. But it really comes down to your personality. If I had to do it over again, I probably wouldn't create an office. If I had to do it from right now, if I had to start right now, I would probably have a lot of remote teams, and then we would just have quarterly company events where we all meet together so we can build that culture. But at the end of the day, it really comes down to you. So I'd love to hear your thoughts if you work better at home, or do you work better in building your team and having an actual location or an office where you actually lease? Comment below. And if you're not subscribed, shame on you. You should subscribe right now so you never miss out on another episode.